Tiger fans are on their feet.
As they should be.
He pulls it in for the 25-yard touchdown. In Erie, Colorado, you are title town today. Tigers are on top by 2 scores.
Hello and welcome in live to the Erie Tiger Network and Tiger Stadium for tonight's matchup between the number 1 Erie Tigers and the number 7 Ponderosa Mustangs. We're so glad that you could join us for this outstanding football matchup. It's the season opener, and we couldn't be more excited here on the Erie Tiger Network. I'm Brandon Bird. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Tonight alongside me will be Nazem. He'll join us up in the booth in a little bit. Of course, last season ended in heartbreaking fashion with the last-minute loss in the state championship game, but the Tigers are reloaded and looking not only to get back to that game, but to bring the state title home to Erie for the first time since 1997, and today begins that journey. Of course, this game is brought to you by Gen Realty in the Gen Realty broadcast booth. Be sure to check out Gen Realty online at genrealty.com. Special thanks to her, our broadcast booth sponsor. Tigers led by their quarterback, junior Blake Barnett, who comes back after just a phenomenal sophomore season in which he was named the first-team All-State quarterback. He got offers to the University of Colorado, to Washington, to Oregon State, to Kansas State. People from all over the country have come to watch Blake Barnett, and he will hope to lead the Tigers back to the state title game here tonight. Coach Geiger, the head coach of the Tigers here in year number 2, only that one loss in the state championship game, his only blemish of the season. And speaking of Coach Geiger, we were lucky enough to catch a interview with him earlier today. Hello and welcome in to our pregame show here, and we're lucky enough to be joined by the head coach of the Erie Tigers, Coach Jeff Geiger. And well, Coach, I guess first let's just kind of pick up where we last left off. Obviously, kind of a bitter end to a phenomenal season. What was kind of the message to the team in the off season?
You know, that you didn't finish the way you wanted to, and constantly brought that up, that when you're going through workouts and everything, when you're a little tired or whatever, you go back and remember what that feeling was like, because obviously it's, when your only loss is the last one, that's probably makes it even tougher. And I think guys have done a good job of rallying around that, and I think using that as motivation throughout the summer. I thought we had a really good summer, and the beginning of this season so far, I think they've done a great job of working hard. But yeah, it definitely stays there.
Last year, first-year head coach of this program, obviously it's going to take time for players to kind of buy into the message you're selling, the culture you're trying to bring into the program. Do you feel like there was full buy-in by the end of the season, and has that carried over into this year, or do you feel like that's kind of something you're still trying to build?
Yeah, I think it was pretty good. To do all that in 1 year, I don't think is really possible. So it's not a knock on any of the guys from last year, but this year has been better. I think just because now they came into the season, they were comfortable, they understood what we do, how we do things, how we act, and so I think it just was easier for these guys because they truly had a year of it, and then the experience of last year I think helps, at the buy-in when you have the season we have. I think that helps with the younger guys as they move into those positions. It's easier for them to I guess buy into what we're trying to do, and they've done a great job. This year has been a lot of fun. They've all done a great job, and they seem to really enjoy working together and playing for each other. So we'll see how that continues tonight, but so far it's been great.
Obviously, last year Blake Barnett, a special season, now coming into his junior year. What kind of maturity have you seen in terms of maybe some of the intangibles that Blake would bring to this season?
His leadership has been excellent. He's done a really good job, worked hard at that. But he's also, he'd be the first one to tell you, he's kind of tired of being talked about and wants it to be the team and the team success, and then he's a part of that. And I think he's really owned that and done a great job with that, and really to the point that he's kind of just tired of hearing his name and would like to just play football and be a part of the guys and not be singled out. So, but his leadership's been phenomenal. Evan also, those two have done a great job of bringing everybody along. And then this year we had probably more leaders. I think they bought into that coming from last year. A lot of that senior group has done a great job of stepping up and being a leader. Even though we picked captains at the beginning of the week, we kind of still feel like there's probably about another 8 or 9 guys that are doing a great job of leading, and Blake's definitely one of them.
A lot of guys from last year's team graduated. They'll now be suiting up at the college level. You also have an offensive coordinator that will be wearing a college polo, and you replace him with a guy that was on staff, but you've worked with him before, and Coach Skip Harrison. What can you tell us about him? What does he bring to this team that we from the outside might not necessarily see?
Well, he's one guy that can argue with me every day because we've been around each other for so long. But Skip is one of the most organized people I know, and his preparation and planning is second to none. So I know that side of the ball, just like when Ben was there, it's taken care of, and I don't have to worry about it. I know exactly what's going on over there because I know who Skip is and how Skip operates. And I think the players and coaches are appreciating that too. And once again, no knock on anybody. Everybody's always different. But Skip's probably head and shoulders above anybody when it comes to preparation and the details. He's excellent at, and I think that's been something that has been great for the guys, for the coaches, and just for us as a staff all around. I can't say enough about him. I'm excited to see him get a chance to be out there and run the show.
I know that you're a guy that always places emphasis on kind of the character of your football team and the character that these guys are conducting themselves with. But football coaches and football teams are always measured by their wins and losses. Is winning a state championship kind of the only win and loss goal for this team this season?
No, never. We tell them all the time, our number one goal is to help them become better young men, and I know a lot of people say it, but I think we put a lot of time and effort into that. We want to win. That's a very close second, but if we're accomplishing the first mission, then I think everything else will take care of itself in some form or another. And adversity and hitting things, losing your last game, is as much as that you don't want to go through that. I think you almost learn more going through that than if it would have went the other way. So I think overall, where really, to me, the success is that these guys, when they get done, they're going out and doing great things. They're going to college or whatever. They become great parents, great husbands, and that's the success. Unfortunately, it's 10, 15 years down the road, hopefully, and but when we get to see that, then we know we're doing our job right.
Obviously, last year, in a lot of ways, the team was kind of an offensive football team. You're a defensive-minded guy. Will we see Erie's kind of identity kind of morph, or are you just kind of hoping to just keep rolling what's been rolling?
Well, in a perfect world, you continue to do what you did offensively, but we play with a defensive mindset, meaning attacking at all times and being an aggressive team. And I think the guys have really bought into it. We have a lot more guys out this year, so we are very close to 2 platooning, so that helps. And we got pretty good depth. A lot of guys that have the opportunities to be on the field, and that helps create that competition. And those guys that are playing on the defensive side, it's important to them. And so I really hope and think that our defense will I think, stand out a little more this year, hopefully, and maybe lead us, especially at the beginning of the year when you got changes. Offense is usually a little behind, so hopefully we can kind of carry that side until the offense will get clicking again. And but overall, you hope you score over 40 points a game and never allow any points. That's what you want. And we do want to strive for perfection, so we'll constantly push for that. But I think we are getting a little bit of a defensive mindset, mainly, like I said, in the mentality of how we play, our aggressiveness.
Last question for you before we let you go here. Ponderosa, what can we kind of expect from them tonight, or at least what's the team planning for?
Mm-hmm. We don't have much on them when it's the first game. We saw them at camp, and then we got a kind of a sort of film from their scrimmage. But they're always known for their physicality. They're going to hit us in the mouth, and hopefully we'll be ready to respond to that. They have a really good quarterback, athletic quarterback, so we got to make sure to contain him. One of their receivers really stands out on film, so we try to make sure that we know where he is at all times.
Stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch, where so gallantly stream, and the rockets ran to land, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was Ali Two-Baker on the national anthem. The national anthem brought to you by Gilmore Voice Studio. Sorry, we had to bail out of our interview with Coach Geiger there. We are going to head back and catch the very tail end of that interview right now. Hello and welcome.
It's the first game. We saw them at camp, and then we got a kind of a sort of film from their scrimmage. But they're always known for their physicality. They're going to hit us in the mouth, and hopefully we'll be ready to respond to that. They have a really good quarterback, athletic quarterback, so we got to make sure to contain him. One of their receivers really stands out on film, so we try to make sure that we know where he is at all times. Big up front. And then defensively, they're very aggressive. I think kind of similar to us. They're going to be, I think, blitzing a lot, and so we've been trying to prepare for that for really the past 2 weeks because our early schedule has a lot of teams like that, and they've always been known for being a physical, defensive-minded team. The coach there has done a great job, and it's a program that everybody knows when you play them. You're going to be in for a dogfight, and that's what we expect.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us, Coach, and best of luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
And welcome back in Erie Tiger Network. There you heard from Coach Jeff Geiger. We are going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk about this game a little bit and get you all set for kickoff here. It's the season opener, Erie versus Ponderosa on the Erie Tiger Network.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Jeannie Hulse in Erie today.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Well, we've been talking into the night. We said this was a preseason game. You didn't even hear us. It is preseason for us. We had our mic turned off on our computer, so I've been shouting at nobody. But we're getting ready to get this one underway here in a little bit. Let's go over the starters for tonight's game. At left tackle is Logan Gilmore. He's the returning senior for this Tiger team. Jackson Clancy, he's returning from an ACL injury suffered a year ago, as he will start at left guard. Cade Koblentz will start at center. He replaces Ryan McConnell. Christian Schutak, the right guard, and right tackle is Alex Collard. Donovan O'Brien, he is your starting wide receiver. On the outside, on the other outside, it is Caden Lettuce. And in the slot, it's Alex Sweeney. Mason Calgill, he will start as your H-back. It's Trey Kana at running back, and Blake Barnett is your quarterback. The starting defenders, Jackson Cogill, he'll start at defensive end. Maddox Nichols at the nose. Joey Watts at defensive end. It's Logan Quinn and Brendan Young, the outside linebackers. Jace Olmstead and Keaton Strange are your inside linebackers. Preston Terranova and Dylan Firebaugh, a junior and a sophomore rather, starting at corner. And then Lucas Furman and Derek Hall will start as your two safeties. And that's your starting lineup. Brought to you by Gin Realty. We're broadcasting live, and here come the Tigers as they are ready to open up 2022 with a bang here at home against the number 7 Ponderosa Mustangs. And we are excited to get this one going. And we will go down here in a little bit to our sideline reporter, Harris Gerhardt. He's down there on the field. He's taking the temperature of the atmosphere and the sideline. And so we'll head down to him here in a little bit. I'll wait from the word from my director, Chad, when he's ready to go down there. But up here in the broadcast booth is Nazem Uwalaki. He's calling color tonight. And Nazem, a lot of excitement in the air in the school. Just describe what today is like as a student.
It's the fall season opener for football. It's the biggest game of the year. Number 1 Erie versus number 1 7 Ponderosa. It's going to be a big one. And the student body, especially the seniors, have been really hyping this game up all week. So let's see what turns out.
By the way, in case you're wondering about Ponderosa, Zach Stryker will be the starting quarterback tonight. We expect Elijah Rodriguez to get the bulk of the carries and Max Marvin the bulk of the receptions. They started a freshman at quarterback last year, like the Fairview quarterback, Kritzna. He moved out of state, and so, well, it is a new starter for these Mustangs. And Tigers down there on the field getting ready here. And, I missed the opening coin toss. I don't know if you happen to catch that or not in terms of who is kicking and who is receiving. I'm trying to get an eye down there to see who is out there for the Tigers. Wind, a little bit of a factor here tonight. It was really blowing. In fact, it blew one of the TV monitors that the football team uses over and cracked the screen. You hope that doesn't interfere too much with the passing game for the Erie Tigers. And the Erie Tigers will receive the opening kickoff. Back to receive the opening kickoff is Gavin Lusk for the Tigers. Also back there is Trey Kana, your two starting running backs. Kind of the up backs from them is Keaton Strange and Carson Higeman. And so we are almost underway here at Tigers Stadium. Kickoff going to be teed up at the 40 here, a new season. What can the Tigers do in this 2022 campaign? We heard from Coach Geiger, and he says it's the bottom line is not all about winning. It's about building these young men. But man, in Erie, Colorado, the expectations, they run high. Logan Matthews set to kick this one off for the Mustangs. And here we go. Season 2022 is underway, and it will be fielded in the end zone for a touchback, and the Tigers will start 1st and 10 from their own 20. And leading the charge once again is Blake Barnett. We talked about Blake Barnett being first team All-State last year. And you just look at the numbers from last year out of Blake Barnett. They're just ridiculous. Blake Barnett, 2,500 yards passing with 27 touchdowns. Oh, and then he rushed for another 1,000 with another 24 touchdowns. So here we go. The Tigers will come out. They've got trips to the near side. One split out up top. Trey Kana flanking Barnett in the shotgun. Barnett scans the field. He'll clap the hands. He's going to hand it up the middle. That's Kana fighting for yardage, still on his feet. Drags a defender. Only about a yard on the play is Kana. And they'll give him 2. And so a short gain there on first down for the Tigers. Starting off with a run there is Erie. Now Barnett in the shotgun. He's got 2 wide to the near side. Barnett's going to run kind of power to his right, spins out of a hole, or rather jumps out of a hole, up the sideline, lowers his shoulder, and finally struck out of bounds there. And good, tough running there on second down for Barnett. He will pick up 7, needed 8. That'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's an excellent run from Barnett for Erie to gain some ground.
So 3rd and 1. What are the Tigers going to do in this short yardage situation? Coach Lusk wearing the bright yellow gloves down there, signaling in the plays. Tigers with trips to the near side. Ball spotted on the far side hash. Barnett hands off. Kind of stuttered. Did he get to the 30? The near sideline official says he did. The far sideline official says he's just short. It's going to depend on what they look at. They look at the far sideline. They say he's half a yard short. So a decision here on this first drive by Coach Geiger. Do they go for it on 4th and, well, half a yard, if that? And there's Barnett, has the first down, lowers the shoulder, runs over the defender, and stands up and gives the first down signal. And Barnett with a nice little 9-yard scamper there and a first down for the Tigers. And gutsy call there by Coach Geiger to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it took some guts, but in the end it paid off.
So 1st and 10 here for the Tigers as Barnett's in the shotgun. They'll get set. Barnett, plenty of time, steps up, floats one down the sideline, just overthrew Trey Kana, who was coming out of the backfield. Barnett had to step up, a little bit of pressure there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing that you want to see out of tonight is how does the pressure hold up? How does the protection hold up, rather, from this offensive line for Erie? Are they able to kind of adjust with the new personnel and give Barnett that time? 2nd and 10 here for the Tigers. Barnett claps the hand. He'll step up, and he is swallowed. A good job kind of squirting into the backfield, creating some havoc and making a tackle back there was Weston Hoffenschneider, and that'll bring up 3rd and long for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was excellent defense from Ponderosa. Let's see how Erie can recover.
So 3rd and 9. In these early parts of the season, offense may be a little bit slow to get going. Barnett in the shotgun. He's going to catch it, roll to his right, looks downfield, stops. He's going to fire the deep post, and he will overshoot his intended target. That was Cade Lettuce, and that was well covered on the play. Double team down there. They were trying to take a shot on maybe a little stutter and go, and the coverage provided by C.J. Billy and Maximus Huford on the play.
Yeah, that was an excellent pass there from Barnett. It's a shame that Lettuce couldn't get on the end of that.
And so just a little bit overthrown there by Barnett, and that'll bring up a 4th down. There's a punt, high spiral into the air by Caleb Harner, and the senior with a good boot and a fair catch, and it will be Ponderosa's first time tonight as the Tigers will come out on defense. We went over the defensive starters for Erie. A little bit about Ponderosa, as we mentioned, Zach Stryker, number 4, an athletic quarterback. These Tigers saw Ponderosa at a camp earlier this summer, and they know that Zach Stryker, a really good athlete, and the Tigers hoping to kind of keep him at bay a little bit. So 1st and 10 here for Ponderosa. Ball spotted at the near hash. Ponderosa will come out in 5 wide with Stryker in the shotgun. Stryker will send a man in motion. Stryker scans the field, a second man in motion. That's Edwards. Takes the snap. He's going to run it himself toward Calgill. Kind of stumbles. Big hole. Stryker rushing through the defense there, and a big gain on 1st down for Stryker from the 18 all the way up to the 34-yard line. Excuse me, 34. So a nice gain there of 16 yards by Stryker on 1st down.
Yeah, that was a really nice run there by Stryker.
2nd and 10 here for the Mustangs. They got started a little early. No call there. Stryker scans the field, throws it over the middle, almost intercepted. That was a dangerous pass on the run, and it was broken up nicely by Derek Hall, who came up from his safety position and got into that. And we'll take another look at that one as you had Stryker rolling to the near side and then firing, and here comes Derek Hall. Cut him off, almost got the interception there, and a good play there defensively for the Tigers. And back live here. That pass is quick and over the middle and knocked away incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and long for the Mustangs. Ponderosa throwing the ball a couple times here early. Got to imagine they'll go back to the air here on 3rd and long.
Hold still, Will.
Now in the shotgun, rolling pressure. Tigers with the sack. A slew of back jerseys race into the backfield, and getting the sack is Jackson Kogel, his 1st of the season. And what a beauty it is. And the Tigers get the nice sack there on 3rd down, and they'll force a punt there. You saw several black jerseys get through there for the sack, and they will force a punt here. Not quite a 3-and-out, but a good job defensively after giving up that first big run.
Yeah, absolutely. That was an excellent play from Koga there. Let's see how the Tigers can take advantage of this.
So here comes a punt from Ponderosa. Chase Taylor set to punt this one. Back deep for the Tigers is Cano. That was almost blocked. Spiraling punt into the wind a little bit. That will bounce. It's touched by Ponderosa up near the 40. In fact, that is where the officials will spot it. So from the 40-yard line here, after the sack play, and as the offense is coming out, let's take another look at that replay. And, let's see here. We'll revisit that in a little bit. Okay, we're just trying to catch our bearings here. Oh, man, thought we had the other angle on that replay. That's all right. We'll go back to live here as there was a penalty, and I'm sorry I didn't notice that earlier. And was that a roughing? A personal foul roughing the kicker on Erie, and that is going to be a 15-yard variety, and that will be a fresh set of downs for Ponderosa. And I think some of the Erie Tigers saying, was that tipped? Now it's a little RPO, or rather a read option, and a big hit. Caleb Furman coming up. Jace Olmstad a hit, and Stryker hit hard but still picked up 7 yards on the run play. One of the keys to this first game that this always seems to happen is penalties, and eliminating penalty yardage going to be a huge factor in today's game. 2nd and short here. Ponderosa Stryker will run it on the keeper being chased. Now he throws it. I don't think that was necessarily in the plans. There are multiple flags. Tigers being clipped back there. And so with multiple flags out there on the field. This one is going to be a block in the back, and this one's coming back. So talk about a wild play there. But this one coming all the way back, and the Tigers, they had that diagnosed and read well from the get-go.
Yeah, absolutely. There was a lot of chaos in the midfield there. The Tigers dealt with it well. See how they can.
We'll kind of follow that referee with the ball.
All right, so that'll make 2nd and 2, and that's a spot foul, so that becomes a huge penalty. And now it's 2nd and, man, we'll call it 18 or 19. So striker in the pistol here, and a timeout is called on the field. We will take a timeout. We'll step aside here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You know that feeling you get when your life is about to change? It's terrifying, sure, but isn't it exciting? You may not know with certainty what lies ahead, but that's what makes life, well, life. And even when the scene in the rear view is hard to leave behind, take a deep breath, hold on tight, and remember, there's no better way to move than forward.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for
And welcome back to the Erie Tiger Network. 2nd and long after the timeout. A little delay play. Big hole, big block down the sideline. Go the Mustangs. They pick up the first down and then some. And a huge run there for the Mustangs. That was Elijah Rodriguez, his first carry of the game. From the 19 or 29. Let's see, 31. 38-yard run for Elijah Rodriguez unofficially there. Man, the Tigers got burned big on that one. Been a pretty good first quarter so far for this Mustang squad. Striker in the shotgun, or the pistol rather. He'll run the read option. He'll keep it himself. He's got a lane. Makes one man miss. Big block there. He's down the sideline, the 20, the 10, and he will score. And Ponderosa takes the lead here early in Erie on a big 41-yard rush by Zach Striker.
Yeah, a touchdown there from Ponderosa. They got up 6-0 up early. Let's see how they can take advantage of this.
So you saw the big run there, and we'll see if we can catch that after this replay here. See what happened a little bit, at least on one of our sideline cameras. As there's the snap. Well, thought about the snap, and I don't know if that's going to be motion or offside. Both, and they will call it motion, so they'll back this one up. And we'll do it again. So a good start here for Ponderosa out of the gate. Tiger defense made a big play, but that penalty looming large, that restarted the drive here for the Mustangs. And now to kick the extra point, Logan Matthews, but a little bit further here. This one will be from 25. And the snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good. And so the Tigers, we'll take a look at that play there defensively from our sideline camera. As, well, just a little bit behind the action there, but just streaking into the end zone with Striker. And so an early touchdown there for the Mustangs. And how will Blake Barnett and the Tigers respond? You got to figure, you're this Tiger offense, you got to establish a little bit more on the ground this drive.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Ponderosa got 7-0 up early. Very uncharted territory for the Erie Tigers. Let's see how Blake Barnett and the rest of the Erie squad will handle this and will deal with this. And we'll see out the first quarter.
By the way, the 0 and 0th on the 0, our graphic input is kind of finicky today, so we're not totally sure how to fix that. We'll try and correct that for next time. Hey, it's the first game of the year for us on the ETN2, but how about that? 4 cameras, a couple of them a little bit shaky, their wireless feed. A bouncer that Kana will watch roll out of bounds, so that'll be a flag, and the ball will be brought up here to the 35 here, or is it the 40 in high school? I can never remember what the rule is here in high school. Different, seems like across the board at different levels, and Tigers will start at 1st and 10 from the 35.
All right, Lily, give me a good shot on the offense right now.
By the way, a lot of people watching from all over the country. I know the Lettuces watching from Spain and Oregon and New Mexico, as Barnett will run a keeper here on the near side. He'll bounce it out, gets met at the 40, runs over a man and lurches his way forward. A pickup of 5, maybe 6 on the play there for Barnett, and that'll bring up 2nd down here for the Tigers. Blake Barnett, one thing he does, brings the physicality from the quarterback position.
Yeah, absolutely. Blake Barnett does bring the physicality, and he does bring the intensity. Let's see how that...
2nd and 5, handoff to Kana. Kana shoots through a hole and still on his feet as he crosses midfield into Ponderosa territory. And the biggest play of the day for the Tigers. All the way down to from the 38 to about the other 40. A pickup there of 22 yards for Trey Kana. Tigers trying to go quick. Quick handoff there. Kana fights off one tackler, and they will call that the 40. So a pickup of 20 yards on that big play by Kana. And on that run, a pickup there of 3. Tigers trying to go with tempo here. Barnett in the shotgun. I think that's Lusk to his right. No, that's Kana, the quick slant. That's caught over the middle. And off to the races. Alex Sweeney from the slot. And a big play for the Tigers there as he's lassoed around the ankles, and they'll mark him down at the 3. A 34-yard pickup on a little pitch and catch, and the first catch of the year is the junior Alex Sweeney, and he's got to be all smiles. If you've ever seen Alex in the halls, he's about the smiliest kid you've ever seen. The 1st and goal here from the 3. Barnett in the shotgun, takes the snap, rolling to his left, fires the out route. It's caught by Sweeney, and he will walk in to the end zone for a Tiger touchdown. And the Tigers right back into this with a score here with 5:02 remaining.
That's an excellent touchdown. Current score is Ponderosa 7, Erie Tigers 6. Let's see if they can capitalize and make this into a field goal and tie up the game.
Well, just a little 3-yard pass. 5:02, and you said, hey, you got to come out and establish yourself on the ground. And that's what started this drive. Big runs by Blake Barnett being physical, by Trey Kana just blasting up the middle, and then the run game open up the pass game.
Yeah, absolutely. That will be and I think that is good.
The extra point is up, and it is, in fact, good. That one by Tyler Hoffman, a 2-sport athlete here in the fall, plays soccer, plays football, and we are all tied at 7 apiece. Tiger fans, don't forget to follow us on social media. You can find us at Erie Tiger Media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also like this video, subscribe to the Erie Tiger Network, and that always helps. And maybe coming to a TikTok near you is the Erie Tiger Network. At least that's always going to be teased until it happens. We're working on getting some student leaders that have maybe a bend towards social media. So we'll see. It might be in the works. Don't get too excited yet. I know Nazim's excited over here. He wants the ETN TikTok.
Yeah, definitely.
You just want to create the memes in the class, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Class clown.
So, Tigers set to kick this one off. Caleb Harner. Will line up in that little onside. There's that little dummy play. You know, you wonder all season, why do you do that every time? Man, did we learn a valuable lesson not to question things in that semifinal game. What an onside kick that was, Dom, if you're out there watching. And Sean Thomas, what a beautifully executed play that was that helped send Erie to the title game. This one fielded right at the 1. Big hole on the return. One man to beat. It's Harner, and he's got him. Can Harner track him down? It's Liam Edwards, and no, it's a 99-yard kick return touchdown for the Mustangs. And oh boy, Tigers giving up 2 big plays here in the first quarter, and they find themselves down on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was an offensive masterpiece from Ponderosa. 99-yard touchdown.
And, you know, in high school, if the ball just breaks the plane, it is a touchback. And, well, this kick into the wind a little bit, and it just held up ever so slightly. And, man, 99 yards to the house for Liam Edwards.
Really just kind of follow that ball if you look at it fix it, all right? We're live on you, Lily.
Loaded Matthews, extra point attempt. Good.
And the kick is up, and it is good, and it is 14-7 here at Tiger Stadium. An eventful first quarter of play. By the way, a huge shout-out, a full Erie Tiger Network crew on hand for you. We have, I believe, 8 students on 4 cameras. We have replay. We have a technical director, Chad Jameson, our friend, has stepped up. He's going to direct the show here throughout the season. And so you see the different camera views throughout the game. And so some of our cameras, our wirelesses, are a little bit blurry. So we'll try and patch that up as the season goes along. But, man, we are trying to cook with gas from this first game of the season here. So 4:48 left in this first quarter. 3 touchdowns in about the last, 2 minutes. Tigers struck quickly after Ponderosa scored, and then the kick return, and now it'll be Lusk and Kana to return this one. This kick is high, will ride the wind. It'll be taken a yard deep, which means it is a touchback as Lusk, he wanted to return the favor, but a little bit too deep there.
Evan, live on you, just hold still. Billy, go ahead and get your camera set. Zoom in just a little.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Barnett takes the shotgun snap. It's a delay. It's Kana. He had a big hole, had to pivot and reverse course, and kind of slowing up and reversing course cost him a little bit of time there, but he did pick up about 3 yards there on first down. Tigers now with 53 yards on the ground. Barnett checking the play here. He's got trips to the top side. Barnett claps the hands, hands it off. There's Kana, a shifty little move in the backfield, breaking tackles, and Kana has first down yardage and more from the 23 up to the 38, 39 for the Tigers. A 16-yard pickup there by Kana. And that's the longest or second longest run of the game for the Tigers. Now Barnett quickly to the line. Tigers running tempo. He has the quick snap. Looks to his left. Now being flushed. Trying to buy time. Rolling. He's going to keep it himself. Over the 40. Across midfield. Barnett has it and steps out of bounds as he lurches across the 40 down to the 36-yard line. A 25-yard pickup there for Barnett. He's got 50 yards rushing. And now the Tiger offense starting to cook a little bit here. 1st and 10 here, and the referee going to stop things real quick. I didn't see a flag on the play. Nope, they wanted to spot him up just a little bit. Now Barnett adjusting the play at the line. Looks to the near side. That's Lettuce. Wanted to fire quickly. He'll step up, and Barnett will take it himself again, and this time he is hammered down to the turf, but inbounds as he gets across the 30 to the 29, and it didn't look like much was there, but that's kind of the speed and power of the 100-meter champion, Blake Barnett, an 8-yard run in the blink of an eye. I mean, Nazem, that looked like maybe he gained 2 or 3. You look up at the chains, he's gained 8 yards.
Exactly. Excellent speed there from Barnett.
Now Barnett in the shotgun, near side hash. Barnett claps the hands. He's going to hand it off. That's Lusk with it, and Lusk is lassoed around the ankles. An excellent tackle by Dawson Hadwiger. And Dawson Hadwiger on the tackle for a loss. That's going to be a loss of 3 for Lusk. That's his first carry of the season. Lusk, a sophomore. Coach Harrison, Skip Harrison, the new offensive coordinator, speaking very highly of Gavin and his running back abilities. Now 3rd and 5 here. Barnett is going to run the power. He has a lead blocker. Stops, spins again, breaks a tackle, bowling over defenders. Blake Barnett has a little bit of magic up his sleeve there and turned what seemed like a loss or no gain into the most exciting 2-yard rush. That was it, 2 yards. It was exciting.
Get tough, Blake. Let's go, kids.
So 4th and a short 3 for the Tigers. Barnett checks in with the sideline. Huge play here for both teams. Ponderosa, they can hold Erie here. Talk about momentum. Tigers with trips to the near side and a timeout coming for Ponderosa. We're going to catch our breath real quick. Take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Big 4th down play here. Barnett in the shotgun, claps his hands, rolls to his right, gets an edge block, looking downfield, pumps, has Kogel, catches it, falls to his back, but a nice snag there. Was thrown just a touch behind him, but a much-needed executed play by the Tigers here in this first quarter, and they got it.
Absolutely. Some nice ground gain from the Tigers. Let's see how they advance on this, how they capitalize on this.
Nazem Uwalaka, our color announcer. That's the other voice that you'll hear come in. He's a soccer player. He plays for the Erie soccer team. And so we might see him from time to time here on the ETN himself this season. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted on the Ponderosa 22. 1:23 remaining here in the first quarter. Barnett takes a snap, looks, wanted to fire in his first read, decided to pull it down, threw it. I thought he was past the line of scrimmage. That was awful close. The referee saying, no, he was just behind the line. Nope, and here comes the flag from the umpire. And I think this might be an illegal forward pass, which is not only yardage, but a loss of down as well. And Barnett arguing his case. And let's see, the official says illegal forward pass on Erie. So that penalty will back him up. And so far what we're seeing tonight is Barnett didn't like his first read, kind of the instincts to tuck and run. I think Coach Harrison might say, hey, you got to go through your progression. 2nd down, and looks like 13 or so. Barnett's going to drop back. He fires the corner route, just overshoots Kogel, who was streaking toward the corner, and Barnett took a shot as he let it go. Slow to get off the turf.
Yeah, good effort there. That was a great pass, just a bit too much on it.
So 3rd and 13 here for Erie. Ball spotted right at the 25. Need to bite off at least half of this, you think. Barnett, he'll give it on the delay, and I think that's Kana with it. It is, and he is spun down. We said they needed half. They got more than that. They got down to the 15, and a little 10-yard pickup there for Kana. That's going to bring up 4th and 3, but another 4th down here for the Tigers. And facing a little more of these than you would like if you are Coach Geiger right now. Kana switches sides. They'll fake the read option. Barnett stops, fires toward the end zone, overshoots Lettuce. He was double covered. Barnett went for the shot, overthrew him, and a turnover on downs for Erie.
Yeah, that was a fantastic pass by Caden Lettuce. Just a bit too much on it. We'll see if the Erie Tigers can get it back.
So a turnover on downs there. Blake Barnett just overshooting the outstretched hands of Cade Lettuce. Of course, Lettuce was a big-time receiver for the Tigers last year. He caught 25 balls for 500 yards. The leading production man in terms of receptions and receiving yards for the Tigers. There's a read option. Kogel gets into the backfield, and I tell you what, you don't want to run to that side too many times. Could just fly into the backfield as Jackson Kogel, and he drops Stryker for a loss. So Stryker, a 4-yard loss on that one. And man, Jackson Kogel, you get into his arms and he just swallows you up and bear hugs you to the turf. Not what you want to see when you're 4 yards deep in the backfield. That's going to do it in the first quarter of play. Ponderosa, they lead Erie here in Tiger Stadium. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. A fumbled snap and a tackle. Is it in the end zone? The official saying it is on the 1. A 13-yard loss for Stryker. The Tigers wanted a safety, and that was razor thin. Sorry, we kind of jumped back in right as that was happening. And now it is 3rd and 24. The math is easy for the scoreboard operator when the ball's spotted at the 1. Goodness. All right, 3rd and 24. Tigers, let's see if they bring a little bit of heat here. Try and get a safety. It's a handoff up the middle, and that's what Ponderosa did right there. They did pick up 5 yards on the handoff, but they did not want to play with fire there. They just want to get out of the shadow of their own goal line and, well, live to see another punt.
Yeah, that was an excellent defensive play by Ponderosa.
And in that massive humanity, I have no idea who ran the ball there for Ponderosa. Best defensive stand of the game so far for Erie. They still trail it by a score here. It looks like Derek Hall and Trey Kana back to receive. Tigers not showing a lot of pressure here. Oh, and there's movement early. I think that's on Ponderosa. They're going to let this one go. It's Hall that receives it. He has it over the 40. Spins through a tackle and is finally stacked up as he approached the 30. He'll be stopped at the 32. And let's see what this flag is all about. And the question, your Coach Geiger, do you make him kick again? I almost think you don't. You got a roughing penalty earlier in the game. Let's see what Coach Geiger decides to. Usually if I say it on air, he'll do the opposite. He's a lot smarter than me most of the time.
Yeah, a tough decision by Coach Geiger to make here.
And I thought I heard a mouth. No, they will take it on offense. So it's a penalty that will be enforced on the end of the run. And so Erie will start with excellent field position. The 27-yard line here for the Tigers. Barnett trying to find his groove here through the air. It's only attempted 4 passes, is 2 of 4 for 43 yards. He'll hand this one off up the middle. It's Lusk with a big hole. He pinballs his way forward. Enough yardage for the first down. And from the 27 all the way down to the 13-yard line, a pickup of 14 there for Lusk.
Yeah, a very good 14-yard run for Lusk. Let's see what happens next for the Erie Tigers.
Now Barnett on first down. He'll motion Kogel across the formation. He's in tight. There's the read. He'll take it himself. He sees a little hole there. Gets met, spins toward the goal line, and is slammed to the turf at the 1. A 12-yard run there for Blake Barnett, and the Tigers knocking on the door of evening this game up. First and goal here for Erie. Back-to-back big runs. Rushing game starting to get going. Tigers now 137 yards on the ground. Barnett has 72 of those. Lusk in the shotgun here. Flanking him to his right is Lusk. Tigers will motion their receivers across the formation. Barnett hands it off Lusk. He'll bounce it to the outside, trying to use his speed, and he got drugged down from behind. I think the Tigers, or at least a couple fans, wanted a horse collar there, but it's going to be a loss of... No, there is a flag down, so I think they will call this... Well, they're talking things over with Jaron Cohn, the head coach there, and it's actually on Erie. So another penalty on Erie will back the Tigers up. So first and goal from the 2, and I almost wonder if you decline it. It was a loss of a couple and a loss of a down. A little bit surprised that you had the loss there and you're only accepting a 5-yard penalty. So Erie gets to run first down again. Okay. Barnett in the shotgun. It's Kana this time. They'll run the option. Barnett waits, spins, and he is engulfed by white jerseys. And the blocking didn't really develop in front of him. And a 2-yard loss for Barnett there. And that'll bring up second and goal. .8:23 remaining here in the half. Tigers trying to even things up. Barnett claps the hands, looks to his left. Now he's being flushed. There's a flag. I think it's going to be a hold call on Erie as Barnett just has to throw it away. And another penalty, and It is a hold. So what do you do if you're Ponderosa? It's second, it'd be 3rd and goal from the 10, or it's going to be 2nd and goal from, what, the 23 or so?
Yeah, hard, tough call to make from Ponderosa. They are up 7, so they do have that over the Tigers.
And they will back it up to the 23 here. So 2nd and goal from the 23. I'm not sure you want to give Blake Barnett extra downs. That's just my opinion. Barnett in the shotgun fires the little skinny post in and out of the hands of Caden Lettuce. He was hit hard from behind and couldn't quite haul it in. And now it is 3rd and goal from the 23.
Pass intended for Caden Lettuce, number 8.
And Noah Garcia to the top of the formation. Lettuce a little bit shaken up here on the near side. You have Sweeney, who had the big catch early, and Kogel. Now Kana. Flanking Barnett. Barnett waiting. Steps up in the pocket, looking downfield. He's going to stop fire against the grain. Oh, in and out of the hands of Lettuce. He's got his hands on his helmet, and he's frustrated because that was at least going to be down on the 1, if not a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a tough mistake there by Lettuce. You know, I have those sometimes when I miss an open net in soccer.
Yeah. Sick feeling for sure.
Indeed.
And now the Tigers set to kick the field goal here. It's going to be a 40-yard attempt for Harner. Snap, a little low. Kick is up, and it is good from 40 yards. Caleb Harner bangs one through with 7:55 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And he cuts into that Ponderosa lead. And Harner with the strong leg. And as a soccer player, you got to appreciate a boot of 40 yards through the uprights.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it takes a lot of strength and a lot of, I don't know what to call it, leg power to kick it that far.
Tigers huddling up here on the sideline. This Tiger team did not trail much last year, especially after that Bear Creek game. And, well, they find themselves pretty much trailing this entire first half here against Ponderosa.
Yeah, very uncharted territory for the Tigers. Let's see how they handle it. Handle themselves an adversary. Adversity.
So Tigers set to kick off, and the last time they did this, it was a 99-yard scoot. Tigers, by the way, that wind has died. That flag resting still on the pole. So I don't think will be too much of a factor here on this kick, although it is sprinkling a little bit. In fact, the top of our press box is open, and I'm getting showered a little bit. As Harner, who just made the 40-yarder, will now boot this one end over end. That one will be caught at the 4. A hold there. A lot of fans are calling it. I saw that Colville almost got tackled there. And, well, you know, sometimes you can't see it all. But either way, the Tigers able to snuff this one out before before it goes 99 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 21, far hash for the Mustangs. Mustangs will start this drive with 7 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock here. Stryker in the shotgun. He'll send a man in motion. 3 wide to the near side. Stryker trying to run the draw. Weaves through the defense. Breaks 1, 2 tackles. Can't quite break that 3rd. Pretty good job coming up there. Almost stripping the ball out was Lucas Booth, but Stryker some nifty footwork that time. Just kind of weaving through the defense there. And a 5-yard pickup there for Zach Stryker. That'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, excellent defense there from the Erie Tigers.
Stryker in the pistol. High snap, almost lost it, hands it off. Decent hole, but the Tigers stack it up just right at the 30.
Sean Davis, number 36, with the carry.
And that time it was number 36 for Ponderosa, and that is Sean Davis. So a pickup there of a couple for Davis. 3rd and 1. Stryker in the pistol. A little bit of movement. Hands it off. Enough for the first down. Oh, there's a big hit, but still on his feet. I believe that's Davis again. Man, Furman has come up, and he has taken some big shots on these running backs, but it hasn't really fazed them. These shots haven't dropped these Mustangs as they have absorbed that contact really nice, and a 7-yard pickup there on 3rd and short. Now Stryker trying to go quickly here. A little bit of miscommunication by Ponderosa, and a timeout actually called by Coach Geiger. I think that confused Erie just a little bit. 6:20 remaining here in this contest. The Tigers, after the 40-yard field goal, get it to within 4. We'll take a quick timeout here on the ATN. Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network, 1st and 10, and that play was gobbled up in the backfield, and shooting back there and making the play was Carson Hageman. And Rodriguez got dropped for a loss of 1. Ball between the hashes here. 5:55 remaining here in the half. Stryker in the pistol. He's got 2 wide on the near side, 1 up top. High snap. He'll run play action. Has a man on the post and threw it a little bit behind him, but wide open. No Tiger picked him up underneath, and a big pass play there. In the 37.
By number 12, Carson Keach. Brought down by
A 20-yard pickup there. First completed pass of the day from Stryker to Carson Keach, as that one was almost intercepted.
Yeah, Ponderosa player just dropped that off the pass. See how the Erie Tigers can capitalize on that.
Dangerous on that one. Kind of out there in coverage, Preston Terranova, and he tried to jump that one. Preston wanted that interception so bad, talking about it today in class. He's an Erie Tiger Network student, or yesterday in class, rather. 2nd and 10. Stryker in the pistol again. Takes the snap up high, handoff, and a little maybe run blitz off the end, and that one went nowhere fast. And it was Carson Hageman who read it, shot in, and delivered the knockdown there behind the line.
Right here, Pete, let's go!
Doesn't need to be 15 seconds, so short one off there, all right. 3rd and long here.
Starting to drizzle. Rainy day in Erie.
And a flag.
Illegal motion called on Ponderosa.
Okay, Lily, just hold that shot there for a second. Lily.
Ball at the 48-yard line of the Tigers.
And so that'll bring up 3rd and 15. 5 minutes to go here in the quarter. 3rd and long. Stryker takes the pass, looks downfield, being flushed. Tripped from behind, and the sack by the Tigers. That's Jace Olmstead. That'll bring up a 4th and real long.
Excellent defense there from the Tigers.
And there is a flag, and it's declined by Erie. It's a loss of a couple, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4:47 remaining here in the half, and Tigers will get the ball back. As we take another look at that tackle back there from our sideline camera, see if we were able to get this one in time, and missed that one. We'll get that straightened out there. There's the punt that was almost blocked, and they're going to call roughing the punter again. And Kana will return this to no avail, a lot of wasted energy. The good news is, well, it's 4th and about 20 yards, 4th and 20, so a 15-yard penalty. Oh, it doesn't matter. It's an automatic 1st down. Man, I thought that they changed. You know, I'm always confused with the high school rules. Watch too much weekend football. But another, and that's how Ponderosa scored their only offensive touchdown of the game. And at this point, if you are on the special teams, you're Coach Geiger, why are you sending guys? Because that has now hurt you twice, and you got to imagine for the rest of this game, they're not going to bring the heat on the punt. So they don't even get back to the 1st down marker, but it'll be 1st and 10 from the 38. So another chance here for Stryker and company. Handoff there up the middle. Nice little side-stepping move. And no turnovers in this game so far. Both teams in this first game have been clean with it. Not something you always see this early in the season. 7-yard pickup there for Ponderosa. Mustangs on the move. And now they can afford to milk the clock a little bit. Handoff. Tigers stuff the hole initially, stringing out the play, and they do really well. And that is excellent defense out on the edge that time by Lucas Booth. That's the 2nd time he's made a big tackle like that.
Yeah, Erie defense really coming in clutch here in the 2nd quarter.
3rd and 15. Pistol formation, hard count, trying to get the Tigers to jump. Good discipline. Tigers struggled with that the last couple seasons. Real discipline on the hard count there. Tiger fans getting into it. Stryker trying to change the play. Takes the high snap, looks to his right, wants to run, nowhere to go. Now he's going to throw on the run toward the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. Oh, man, what a catch. And a little shove there. No call, doesn't matter. It's a beautiful catch. Any way you slice it, Dylan Carnster for the touchdown for Ponderosa. And a 30, what was that, about a 33-yard huck. And sorry if I'm sounding a little bit homerish. There are people, this is the Erie Tiger Network. In the pocket, threw it deep. And it's preseason for our camera crew as well, or first game for our camera crew as well. We'll see if we have another look at that one. 2:47 remaining. Tigers almost feel like you got to score here. And Tigers, in some ways, a little snake bit. Both touchdowns have come off roughing the punter calls. Both times.
Yeah, it is really do or die here for the Tigers. They are 11 down. 2 quarters left in the game. Gotta wonder what will it take for them to pull out this W.
On the left, in the backfield to return. Logan Matthews set to kick off for Ponderosa.
Zoom out. Zoom out right there. It's still low.
Yeah, that's the wide shot. So we could go to that. All right. 2:47 remaining here in this first half of play. We'll have the Teachers Who Tutor halftime show, which will consist of us showing the band and dance and a little halftime honoring as that one goes out of bounds. We'll keep that one maybe under wraps, a surprise. By the way, shout out to Jamie Carpenter watching from Florida. Said, hey, I got to get a shout out going on. So Jamie, hope you're doing well. Don't worry, we're watching over Justin here. Madison Gambon watching from California, former Erie Tiger Network student moving into San Diego. That's where she'll go to college. We see lots of former players, Gus Fonseca, John Pastore, Aiden Oxiger. A lot of players here checking in as well. Barnett claps the hands. He'll run the draw. Barnett being chased from behind, has to cover up the football, and Barnett a decent gain there.
On the 44-yard line.
A 9-yard pickup, and now Erie fans getting frustrated. They're not used to being behind here, but good for the Tigers to face some adversity. Didn't face a ton last year and had to have some key critical moments late in that season. They did pass a lot of tests, but didn't pass the ultimate one. Now Barnett looking to pass. He's being chased from behind. He got rid of it just as he got smacked, and it was a nice catch by Kana over the middle. So a 10-yard pickup there from Barnett to Kana. Kana's first catch. It's the 4th completion of the game for Blake. Now Barnett, had a wide open man. That was Caden Lettuce on the sidelines, and Barnett holding his head. He knows he missed one there. As we take a look at that play from before here, look at that shot that we got here on the ETN, and you see Blake got rid of it just before he got smacked. Good camera work down there. Will Whiteley down there on that camera. Now Barnett on 2nd and 10. Fakes, runs the draw, looking for help, and just read well and not much doing, and that'll bring up 3rd and 9. And a timeout about to be called here for Erie with 1:30. No, I think they'll let the clock run. They're going to run hurry up. 3rd and 9 here. Barnett in the shotgun. He's got trips to the near side. Barnett steps up, fires over the middle, has his man. That's Caden Lettuce, his first catch of the year. Welcome back, Caden. And a much-needed big pickup there for the Tigers.
Beautiful pass there to Caden Lettuce. And a beautiful run there.
24 yards on the strike there from Barnett to Lettuce. And the Tigers, their 2 biggest passing plays of the day have been right over the middle. So timeout on the field. We'll take a quick timeout here as well in the ETN.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
If you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School, well now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. It's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program as well as get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction of knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org.
Welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 1st and 10 for the Tigers, and it feels like a must score because it will be Ponderosa's ball here after the halftime. It's the give on the jet sweep, and that went nowhere to Alex Sweeney. In fact, it lost 4 yards.
Rough play there.
Brings up 2nd and 14 for Erie.
So 2nd and 14. And the Tigers, I think, wanted to maybe run a little bit of clock, but not wanting to go backward. Barnett in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, steps up in the pocket, wants to run, and they have had just an amazing job keeping Blake contained from the pocket has Ponderosa. Blake has wanted to take off and run time and time again, and Ponderosa, you know, they're just kind of keeping gap integrity and not letting him bust open those long runs. And so that'll bring up 3rd and 13 and another timeout here for the Tigers. We'll stick right here. Of course, we will have the Teachers Who Tutor halftime show coming up here on the Erie Tiger Network. We'll have the band and the dance team and the cheerleaders and some of the halftime festivities down there on the field. So that is all coming up here in just a little bit. 40 seconds remaining in this first half of play. And Ponderosa's D has been up to the task. Their offense has taken advantage of 2 huge roughing the punter calls and have scored on both drives. And they just seem like the more focused team right now. 3rd and 13. Barnett in the shotgun. He'll send Sweeney in motion across the formation. Barnett will roll. Got a nice block. Looking back across and threw it at the feet of Kogel. And Barnett upset with himself. And I don't know, to me, and we've just seen Blake play a lot, it looks like he's pressing a little bit too much. He knows he's improved a lot since last year, if you can believe that, and wants to come out and put on a good show. And just right now, it just looks like he's pressing a little bit. So now a 39-yard attempt by Harner. Snap, good. Hold is good. The kick is up, and it is good. And 2 long field goals in this game by Harner. And that one makes it 21-13. So the Tigers back to within 1 possession, and they'll kick it off with 35 seconds left here. Now, you're Coach Geiger, you're thinking a couple things. We got to stop their kickoff return, and got to make sure we're clean coming into the locker room. We got the last score, and let's keep it at a 1-score game.
Yeah, 35 seconds left. Score currently Ponderosa Mustangs 21, Erie Tigers 13. Let's see what the Tigers can do in the last 30 seconds of the opening half.
Tigers 142 yards on the ground, but only averaging about 6 yards a rush. And you think back to last year with that rushing attack, Caleb Thyssen, the Tigers averaged 8.5 yards per carry on the ground. So looking for a little bit more production out of their ground game than they're currently getting.
Actually, Evan, when he kicks it, hands here right just a little bit, so we get the guys actually go ahead and hand you right.
So here comes the dummy onside. And now Harner will step back to send this one deep. Wind still at a standstill. It's blowing so hard in the pregame that we thought it might be a factor here, and not too much of a factor anymore. It is a little poocher. The sidewinding kick is gobbled up at the 33. and that is where Ponderosa will take over. They've got 35 seconds left, and we've seen a good leg from at least their kickoff kicker.
Ball at the 33-yard line.
John, if you can, a little bit on the defense.
Now, what kind of presence do they have in the field goal game? Tigers just got to be smart here. And Ponderosa's saying, you know what? We're not going to do anything dumb. We're going to kneel on it. We are happy to take an 8-point lead into the locker room, and that is exactly what they will do. So at halftime here, it's Ponderosa 21, the Tigers 13. We are going to step aside for a little bit. When we come back, we'll have the marching band, the dance team, and all kinds of fun things here on the Erie Tiger Network.
If you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School, well now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program, as well get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction of knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast of the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETN Patreon.
You are watching the ETN.
Between the grains and apples, ups and downs, right to left, all around me, brains are scratching in and out. We're ready now, the new side, back to rap. Savages are spitting and eating, won't stop till they satisfied. Now who's ready?
Because of weather conditions, our cheerleaders are not going to perform tonight, but we look forward to seeing them at the next home game, and of course, our other varsity sports.
Yeah, Dante said he was in the back row and it just came right at him.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the field, the Erie High School Marching Band. Tonight's musical selection will be Fireball, made famous by Pitbull. Drum majors Alex Pulaski, Anna Dunn, and Noah Jordan is the band ready for performance. Mr. Doug Carmichael. Erie Tiger fans, please turn your attention to the 30-yard line. You see Mr. Carpenter, our school's athletic director, standing out there with two employees that we'd like to recognize for a special Employee of the Week recognition. A new tradition started here tonight, recognizing employees of the St. Green Valley School District. Tonight, we are honoring two of our most special employees. First, we have Mr. Brandon Bird. Brandon Bird, of course, the coach of the golf team, as well as the governing voice of the Erie Tiger Network. That's right, as soon as he's done down there on the field, he has to run back up here and announce the rest of this game. Brandon Bird was honored this year as Coach of the Year for the outstanding performance of the golf team, girls golf team, in the spring of last year. Let's hear a big hand for Mr. Brandon Bird. And our second employee that we'd like to recognize tonight is our fantastic cheer coach, Nora Rock. Nora was recognized this year as well as Coach of the Year of our cheer squad, which won the state championship last year for the 4th year running. Nora's an outstanding coach and now a wonderful employee of the school district where she works at Red Hawk Elementary. Let's give a big hand for Nora Roth, Erie High School cheer coach. All right, let's get a big hand for our employees of the week, Brandon Bird and Nora Roth. Thank you, too, for all that you do for the Erie Tigers.
Watching the ETN.
off the season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project. At Budget Home Supply, we value a more personal relationship with our customers. Hey, Ernest. Hey, Vern. Whether you have a project in your kitchen or bathroom, a new outside deck, or just some general home improvements, indoors or out, come on down to Budget Home Supply.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets. Cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a cider ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Ginny Hulse in Erie today.
Are you looking to buy or sell a new home? Jen McGurk, an experienced real estate agent serving Erie, Vista Ridge, and the surrounding Denver area. For years, Jen has assisted all types of buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. Give Jen a call today at 303-949-3331 or check out Jen Realty online at jenrealty.com.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
You know that feeling you get when your life is about to change? It's terrifying, sure, but isn't it exciting? You may not know with certainty what lies ahead, but that's what makes life, well, life. And even when the scene in the rear view is hard to leave behind, take a deep breath hold on tight, and remember, there's no better way to move than forward.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to CarawayOrtho.com.
Jeff Foxworthy here. You know, if you've ever found yourself repeating the same thing for 75 years, you might be Smokey Bear.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Well, thing is, there's a lot more to say. Like if you've ever found yourself burning yard debris and then walking away, well, you might be starting a wildfire. So for the love of the outdoors, go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Do you have a plan in place for your family's future in the event something happens to you? Are you caring for aging parents, grandparents, or a loved one with special needs? The Germany law firm named 2017 Erie's Chamber Business of the Year provides expert legal guidance and peace of mind for you and your family in the areas of probate, elder law, and estate planning. Visit Germany Law Firm's Erie Village office or website at coelderlaw.net to set up a personalized consultation. And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. Brandon Bird here with you. Halftime is over. Special thanks to the teachers who tutor for sponsoring our halftime segment. You got to see the dance team and the marching band. Cheer was not able to perform. I don't know if you were able to catch that or not. Because of weather, a little bit of rain, and that's just a protocol where they don't do stunts. So just in case you were wondering about that, of course, Nora Roth, the Coach of the Year, 4 times in a row, state champion. That's pretty awesome stuff right there. Well, start of the second half. What are we to think of this game so far? You look at Blake. I think part of the key to this second half is you see Blake warming up, you got to find a way to kind of settle down, not make too much happen. Got to catch up with Justin Carpenter down there on the field at halftime. He's a former head coach out in Fort Lupton, and he was like, hey, right now we're just not as good as we will be in a few weeks, and this is probably good for this team. So like the positive outlook there, and tend to agree. I think we might see a different Erie team, but hats off to this Ponderosa squad. His defense and the defensive line in particular, Nazem, has been stellar for Ponderosa.
Yeah, absolutely. They have locked up Blake Barnett and have not allowed him to do anything in the offense, in the Erie offense. So, yeah, I'm good on the Ponderosa defense.
So the Tigers will start with a kickoff. They'll start on defense here. And Tigers defense, they've made some good stops, but the difference in this game is 3 special teams plays. You had 2 roughing the punters and a 99-yard kick return. And the Tigers, tell you what, last year, they just didn't really have miscues on special teams. And so far through this one, 3 big ones are the difference in this game. Good news, Tigers only down 1 possession, and well, that's the good news for the Tigers. They will kick off heading into, or with the wind, the breeze has picked back up here at halftime. Down on the field, didn't feel it too much myself, but a little bit of a breeze has kind of resurfaced here. Tigers will dummy the onside kick. Harner set to send this one deep. And this one high into the Erie night, and this will be a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Ponderosa at the 20. And our graphic, like cutting off that other 0. Like we said, we'll fix that hopefully by the next home game. We're planning on doing soccer on Monday night as our main broadcast, and then football at Mullen. We're hoping we're able to do that one. That one's a little bit to be determined. So 1st and 10 here for the Mustangs. And Stryker will start out in the pistol here. Ponderosa.
And up to number 1, Jake Fries.
And it was a handoff there to Jake Fries. First time we have called his name tonight, and a little 6-yard pickup there for Jake. Stryker takes the snap, chest high, hands it off up the middle. Nice little hole there, but a flag coming in from the near sideline. And from where that was, you got to figure that's probably a hold, and it is. And so a 10-yard penalty will back Ponderosa up.
Hold your camera, Will. Hold your camera, Will.
Holding call on Ponderosa.
So 2nd and manageable turns into 2nd and long here for the Mustangs. The Mustangs on the ground in the first half, 140 rushing yards, 53 passing yards. The Tigers outgaining Ponderosa, 80 yards to the air, 142 on the ground. But not leading in the scoreboard. That 99-yard kick return, a big difference. There's a screen pass. Tigers all over that. And a loss of 2 on 2nd and 12. And that'll make it 3rd and 14. And the Tigers have not been too opportunistic tonight in these situations. 3rd and long. We've seen a long touchdown pass. We've seen some 4th down penalties that have extended drives. We've seen just some big-time 3rd down conversions here for Ponderosa. Stryker catches, rolls to his right, looks downfield, fires the deep outcut and overshoots his intended target, and that'll fall incomplete. And we'll bring up 4th down here. And so Nazem, the Tigers, they do their job. They come out of the locker room, they get a 3 and out.
Yeah, absolutely. The Tigers, they knew they were down by 8, so they had to come out and do something big, and that play was definitely worth it for the Tigers.
So if you're Coach Geiger, do you even send anyone at this point? This play in particular has just killed Erie tonight. There's the high snap, nice catch. A lot of time to punt high into the night sky. Tigers trying to get away from this. Takes a Erie bounce toward the Ponderosa 43, and that is where Erie will take over on 1st down. And as the offense comes out onto the field, I'd like to wish a very happy birthday to my wife, Janae, watching at home with our 2 little ones, Piper and Jackie, and her parents. And so happy birthday, Janae. And a handoff there to Kana. And a little birthday gift maybe as Kana slices through the middle. A good run there on 1st down. And the Tigers coming out a little more focused here this half. 13 yards after a 3 and out. And that's kind of how you draw it up if you're Erie. Be in list 1, work out of list 1, and then send it to list 4. So click list 1, handoff to Kana. Kana again finding decent running room there, maybe a challenge to this offensive line. An 11-yard pickup there for Kana, and now Kana has 78 yards on the ground. The Tigers now over 166.
Sure, Kana with a beautiful run there. Advances the Tigers' offense.
Now Barnett in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Going to run power to his left. Has a convoy of black jerseys blocking for him, and will finally kind of stumble out of bounds after a decent pickup there on first down. And the Tiger run blocking a lot more strong. I thought there was a flag there. I think it's Coach Lusk's gloves out there. Kind of looks like a yellow flag flying around. He's signaling into place. 2nd down and 3 here for the Tigers. Ball spotted at the top of the formation. Barnett claps, gets the defense to jump, and they do, and a penalty there, and that will be a 1st down for the Tigers. So a 3 and out, and now you're driving deep into the red zone. Tigers will have it 1st and goal from the 8. Tigers have kind of stalled out their last couple of drives. 2 field goals by Harner. As there's a quick pass to Kogel, and he catches the slant for a Tiger touchdown. An 8-yard pass from Blake Barnett to Mason Kogel. And the Tigers are back to within a couple of points, and they will keep their offense out to try and tie this one up.
Stellar pass there. A stellar pass there from Blake Barnett to Kogel. And yeah, Tigers get 6 points up on the board, and they have a field goal incoming. Let's see what they can do here.
And actually, they will go for 2 here. Big moment. Barnett catches the snap, looks for the quick game, throws the slant, it's caught, and it's Kogel again, and we're tied at 21, and the Tigers start with a 3 and out and strike right back and tie this game with 9:19 left in the 3rd quarter of play, and it's gonna be a good one, I think, here, as we are all tied. Fight song playing. And the Tigers, well, you couldn't have drawn up the start to the half any more perfectly. You get a 3 and out. Ponderosa commits 2 penalties. You don't do something bad on special teams. You come right down with efficiency and score a touchdown. And Blake Barnett now a pair of touchdowns for 88 yards tonight. So here comes the kickoff, and a little dummy again. Man, every time I see that, it brings a smile to my face just thinking back to that little onside kick last year, after just dreading seeing it every time last year until that moment. What a little reverse of feelings when you see that little dummy onside kick. And Harner will boot this one, kind of a low sidewinder. It was actually dropped. It's rolling up to the 10. That gives the Tiger coverage team some time trying to get to the corner. Open field. Gotta maintain your gaps. Tigers doing a decent job, but no one there to the ball yet. That was, I can tell you what, that was about 100 yards of running to get a 10, maybe 8-yard kick return.
Yeah, that was a very good run by the Ponderosa attacker, but he was eventually stopped by the Erie defenders.
So 1st and 10 for Ponderosa after the touchdown from the Tigers.
Ball plays at the 18-yard line. Ponderosa precision.
9:02 remaining here in the quarter to start this drive. Handoff, stretch play. Tigers trying to seal up the edge. Good job weaving, avoiding defenders that time was Rodriguez, and Rodriguez finally ridden out of bounds. That's going to be close to first down yardage there. It looked like the Tigers initially bottled that up, and just good patient running that time from Rodriguez, and he picks up 9, and it's 2nd and 1. Second and 1. High snap. Tigers trying to bring pressure, almost intercepted, and then a fantastic catch by Keach as he got flipped head over heels. And so a 6-yard pickup there, and how about Keach keeping his composure? And by the way, we have not heard tonight much from Max Marvin, their leading receiver from a year ago. There's a handoff up the middle, and decent job up front again by Ponderosa. That's one of the strengths of this team, are their big fellas up front, and they bulldoze their way for 5 yards there on first down.
Ball at the 38-yard line. Okay, 2nd and 6. Ponderosa. Rodriguez out to the 40-yard line.
And a little, extracurricular activity there.
And number 78, Tony Watt.
Heard our, 3rd and 3 there. I looked down and missed what happened. I looked up, I just heard a ooh. High snap, handoff. Oh, hit behind the line of scrimmage, but bouncing off a tackler, leaning his way forward. That is going to be awful close to the first down. It was a good job by Davis, who was initially hit about a yard deep, and then it somehow fought his way for 4 and a first down.
We recover after that first down. Great Erie defense, blocking the runner from getting any more ground.
By the way, there was that 2nd down play, and man, a big hit there in the middle. So 1st and 10 here for Ponderosa. Play action, looking deep, firing deep, and intercepted! Intercepted by Hall! He watched it all the way in like a receiver, and the Tigers are pumped up as they have forced today's first turnover of the game. And how about that defensive play from the safety Hall?
The Erie Tiger fans go wild here at the Tiger Stadium as Derek Hall catches an insane interception and gives the Tigers a chance at another offense.
So the Tigers, with a score here, could take the lead for the first time tonight. Barnett will come out in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide. Barnett takes the snap, runs option to the near side, fakes the pitch, gets hit, still on his feet, and fighting his way forward for extra yards. And there's the powerful running of the 100-meter champion, Blake Barnett. And it was only a 5-yard run, but man, just guys bounce off of them. Saw Blake today in the halls and said, "What's your measurements at?" He said, "Well, at the University of Oregon, I was measured at 6'1", and at Washington, I was 6'1.5". So I guess it depends on the time of day or the day. Barnett takes the snap, hands it off into the middle. Kana tried to kind of slalom his way through the defense, and that was gobbled up quick. And now quickly, that'll bring up 3rd down and 5. And a big 3rd and 5 here for the Tigers. You have momentum. Kind of feels like, hey, this is your opportunity to seize the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. For most of the game, the Erie Tigers have been down, but now is their chance. They have to be opportunists here and gain some momentum against the Ponderosa Mustangs.
Barnett takes the snap, looks right, looking, fires, and overshoots Sweeney. And right now, Tigers just not quite in sync offensively, as that was intended for Sweeney on the little rollout pass. And now Harner set to punt this one away.
Evan, hand to your left. And your left. A little bit. A little bit. Lily, just hold.
It doesn't look like Ponderosa's planning on sending much pressure. High snap. Harner catches and punts one end over end. Fair catch. Call for it. It's dropped. Tigers trying to get first to it. And in the mad scramble, I think Ponderosa fell back on top of it. The returner's going to be a little bit shaken up. It was Liam Edwards who tried to kind of catch it over his shoulder, and it squirted out. And right there for Erie was Carson Hageman, I think, and he just wasn't quite able to jump on it.
Chaos here in the Tiger Stadium. Ponderosa dropped the ball. Erie Tigers weren't quite able there to capitalize, but yeah, definitely a good play by the Erie Tigers.
So 1st and 10. Striker in the shotgun. Tigers forced a 3 and out. Now he'll fire the quick curl route on the far side and a decent little pitch and catcher. That's a lot of time that ball was in the air for about a 7-yard gain.
24.
And now quickly to the line is Ponderosa. Little bubble screen pass there up the sideline and kind of, getting decked right along the sideline. There is Keach, and man, he has taken a couple just huge hits in this one. And that one, a 10-yard pickup. Ponderosa trying to get some tempo to get their offense going a little bit here in the second half. Striker runs read option, and the Tigers engulf the Mustangs in the backfield. A 1-yard loss that time.
That one stopped in midfield by a streak of Tigers, led by number 78, Joey Watts.
And there is a shaken up Mustang down on the field. Well, while we have an injury, we will step aside and take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Sherry Bond is your hometown real estate expert who has passionately been helping people develop winning game plans for their home goals since 1994. Her offense and defense are bar none when it comes to negotiations. Sherry believes honesty and compassion are the keys to seller service. With hundreds of happy clients, you can be confident that when you are working with Sherry Bond, you are working with a team player that truly cares about you for life.
Have you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School? Well, now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program.
And welcome back in. 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Now Striker, man, he is so smooth, and he just found a way to get 13 yards on a first down. Ponderosa coaches in the booth next to us clapping. They're excited about that one as Striker just kind of dodged his way in and out of Tiger defenders. Now 1st and 10 here for Ponderosa. A little bit of momentum back on their side after they recovered the fumbled punt. Checking in on the sideline is Striker. Striker checking the armband one more time. He'll run to the near side, being chased from behind, but looking downfield. Throws and knocked away. Good coverage out there for the Tigers, and that time it was Dylan Firebaugh on the coverage. And Dylan, only a sophomore out there in coverage, doing a good job there for the Tigers. That'll bring up 2nd and 10 at the Tiger 44 for the Mustangs. Stryker rolls, pressure in his face, fires the comebacker, and not a whole lot on that. Maybe a couple. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
The Tigers doing a good job here on defense. Let's see if they can keep this up.
Tigers defense, Coach Geiger, defensive-minded coach, looking for kind of that identity. Can we be that defense that rises to the occasion? Stryker, play action, drops back. He's flush from the pocket. Penalty flags flying, looking downfield, fires that one's in and out of the hands of the intended target. That was intended for Riker Thompson, and it falls incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down and 10. But what's the penalty here? I think this is on Erie. It's a sideline warning. No, it's not. It's an actual penalty. It's still a loss of down, but it is 4th and much more manageable, 4th and 5.
The Erie Tiger fans are not happy about that call.
Yeah, we heard some stray commentary from some parents in the stands. What does Ponderosa dial up? 3 minutes remaining in this 3rd quarter. 4th and 5. Tiger fans getting loud here. Big moment for both these teams. Stryker in the pistol. Runs play action, looking. There's a penalty flag, and it's an illegal motion, and that'll make it 4th and 10. So a dead ball will back Ponderosa up, and a huge penalty there on the Mustangs. Coach Geiger sending his signals in. And now 4th and 10, and Ponderosa is going to come out in punt formation. So big penalty there, as Ponderosa will not go for it after being backed up. Tiger's certainly going to watch for a fake, though. This is prime fake territory, but Ponderosa wants to punt this one away. High spiraling punt. Fair caught. Oh, it's dropped! And did Ponderosa fall on it? They do. And how about the bounce of the football on one end of the stadium? A drop punt. Ponderosa recovers. On the other end, a drop punt. And Ponderosa still recovers. So sometimes in football, it's about the bounce of the ball. And right now, it is not bouncing Erie's way.
Certainly, it is not at all.
So Tigers will have to go back out on defense. 1st and 10 from the 16. Stryker will come out in the pistol here. Special teams, that's their 4th miscue of the game. It's cost them 3 times already. Handoff up the middle. Rodriguez backing his way, lassoed around the ankles, and finally drugged down by Olmstead, but a decent gain there on 1st down. A gain of 4. So that'll bring up 2nd and 6. Stryker runs read option, keeps it himself on the outside, has some running room. Now penalty flag flying in. He was sandwiched. Keaton Strange in there on the tackle, and a hold called on Ponderosa, and that's going to back up the Mustangs. And that'll bring up 2nd and long here. Flag is at the 15, so this is going to back them up to the 25. They got to get down to about the 6. So that'll bring up 2nd and about 19.
Ball at the 25-yard line after that holding. The 2nd and 19 right there.
2:07 remaining here in this quarter. There's a high snap. The fade route almost intercepted and then caught and almost housed. A dangerous pass, but a terrific catch. Hauled in by Liam Edwards, and he's been a big playmaker tonight. And Tigers are going to have too many men. No, I think they just got off in time. Stryker trying to bring it to the edge, and he is cut down as he brought it down to the 5. Maybe a gain of 1.
Stopped by Preston Terranova and Derek Hall.
So 2nd and goal from the 5. No gain there for Stryker. Rodriguez dotting behind him in the pistol. Stryker catches, turns, hands. Rodriguez stretching it out, has the hole and sprints it into the end zone for a touchdown, and the Mustangs retake the lead here with a minute left in the 3rd quarter of play, and the number 1 Tigers continue to trail it here by a touchdown to the Mustangs.
Very unfortunate there from the Tigers, going 6 points down again. But that was an excellent offensive play by the Ponderosa Mustangs. And they take the lead again.
So on to kick the extra point. Snap, hold, and that one is blocked by the Tigers. Oh, that might loom large. First positive special teams play of the night for Erie, and it's a block. And I know John Pastore is watching. He has a few of those. The most blocks in a season of kicks, and that was a COVID year in what they played like 5-6 games. As we take another look at that one and the nice block there. Remember to slow that down.
Hey, Will, hold your camera still right there.
By the way, this 3rd quarter is brought to you by 3M Farms. 3M Farms as we head to the 3rd quarter of the year, the fall season. I know they'll have their pumpkin patch going and all the fall plants. Follow them on Facebook at 3M Farms, Erie, for holiday hour special events, including a visit. I'll say winter read, but I'm sure they'll have Santa around Christmas time. But follow them on Facebook, a proud supporter of the Erie Tiger Network. So thank you to 3M Farms. This one, a high floater. This one bounces. Uh-oh, trouble here for the Tigers. They're in a lot of trouble. Lusk is going to have to at least gain something positive back, and he will get this close to the 10. But, man, 1 step forward, 1 step backward for this Tigers special team unit. And Coach Geiger wants dominance in all 3 phases and just not getting it outside of some great field goals by Harner tonight. 6-point lead for Ponderosa. And Blake will start from his own 8. Barnett looking, fires the screen, and that was set up well, but overthrown. And right now, looks like Blake only has a fastball tonight. Maybe trying to force things a little bit, see if he can put some touch. We've seen at times throughout his 2 years starting that he can touch the ball beautifully in there, but really zipping a lot of passes tonight. Blake, he feels the heat, had to pitch it right away to Lusk, and Lusk is chased down out of bounds and a loss of 2. And that was perfectly timed by the Ponderosa defense. That was a blitz brought on, and they timed that snap, and Blake had to get rid of it. And luckily, that could have been a lot worse. Still a loss of about 1 or 2. So 3rd and long. Barnett scans the field here, trips to the near side. Looking, steps up in the pocket. Hit from behind, tried to throw it. It hit an offensive lineman. That's an illegal touching. And oh boy, you don't want your hog molly to have to run through tackles like that. I'm not sure who caught that. They're pumped up, but guess what? not allowed to catch the ball if you're an offensive lineman. You're an illegal receiver, which means that's illegal touching. So it's a loss of down and some penalty yardage. And right now, this Tiger team, just a mess. 4 seconds left, and so they are going to be trailing going into quarter number 4, unless they can pull a rabbit out of the hat with this punt here. If you're Erie, this is a dangerous moment. You're punting deep in your own end. Special teams have been anything but tonight. And Ponderosa has just been the disciplined, smarter team. So we'll head to the 4th quarter of play. Tigers trail it 21-7. We'll take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
If you ever wanted to support the Erie Tiger Network, the student media arm of Erie High School, well, now you can. We have set up a Patreon page. There's a way for you to send us a monthly pledge in order to provide funding for the program, as well as get access to reward tiers. As a Tiger fan, you get the satisfaction of knowing you are helping out your favorite local media organization. As a member of the ETN fan club, you are officially recognized on air and can receive ETN goodies throughout the year. As an in-broadcast red sponsor, you get to sponsor a specific segment of any broadcast. For more information, email bird_brandon at sbbsd.org. This is a $25 per month commitment. As an appreciator of Erie's live broadcast with the weekly news, you can help support this program by becoming one of our patrons by going to bit.ly/ETN Patreon.
You are watching the ETN.
Someone, we got to get the play. We got to get the play on.
Oh, go to 4, go to 4.
There's a short punt that checks up, and it was an Erie or a Ponderosa bounce initially, and down to the 36.
36-yard line.
Hey, Will, hold that camera still.
Where Ponderosa will take it 1st and 10.
All right, Will, go ahead.
So Ponderosa, a 6-point lead and excellent field position. Can the Tigers answer the call here? Man, they've been close to forcing some turnovers. They've got one. But, I mean, heck, a fumbled punt leads to a touchdown. A roughing the punter leads to a touchdown. Twice. And then to top it off, a kick return of 99 yards. 4 special teams plays, causing 4 Ponderosa touchdowns. Ponderosa making the most of their opportunities here tonight. And a different quarterback out there for Ponderosa. Is that right? No, it's still Zach Stryker. Miss saw the number there.
3 yards is 2nd and 7.
Well, 4-yard pickup there on 1st down. And now your Ponderosa, look at this. They are content to take their sweet time.
Yeah, and why wouldn't they? You know, they're up 6 points. They are currently controlling the game right now. They have all the momentum in the world. Let's see if the Erie Tigers can stop all that.
2nd and 7. Stryker takes it. It's going to be a rollout pass to his right. Looking downfield. Looking. No one there. Oh, fit it underneath, and it was punched out. I think that was Firebaugh that broke on the ball. And that'll bring up 3rd and 7. Ponderosa, though, you don't need a 1st down necessarily. You just kind of want to make it 4th and manageable. So Stryker in the pistol. Takes the snap. Play action. Loads up the deep ball. Overthrows everyone. Good coverage on the play, though, provided by Preston Terranova. And now he's a little bit shaken up. Tried to dive for it. Maybe had a little knee knock into the turf.
Brings up 4th and 7.
There's a couple nickname bets on the line here, and Preston getting an interception, that's one of them. We're not going to say it unless he makes that big play. There's the snap. Stryker, and illegal formation or illegal procedure call will back up Ponderosa by 5 yards. It's a flag.
You can just walk over there,
Move to the 38-yard line.
So 4th and 12 now, and it looked like they were going to go for it as Ponderosa. Now they're going to punt. So Tiger defense does their job, but last time a fumbled punt. So Erie has got to eliminate those miscues on special teams. High end over end punt is going to roll into the end zone, so the Tigers will have it 1st and 10 at the 20. Fourth quarter, Tigers trail it. Tell you what, this is a change of pace from last year, and we are going to have some excitement here in this fourth quarter instead of running clock during a home game. Of course, the last 2 games last year brought some real heart palpitations. And the first game of this year following that same script. Barnett in the shotgun. He's got 3 wide and an H-back. That's Kogel. He'll run read option. There's a fumble on the turf. Barnett went to pick it up. It's still on the ground. And a fumble and a turnover, and Ponderosa has it. And if you're Blake Barnett, you got to jump on the ball. Doing too much there, trying to pick it up. And a turnover for the Tigers, and now they are in real trouble. And that's kind of been the story of the night. It just feels like this Tiger team is trying to do too much, trying to replicate last year's success instead of just go out and execute. So now the defense in trouble again. And Ponderosa has been flawless in their taking advantage of these opportunities. The senior quarterback takes it, hands it off. Rodriguez, the stretch play, and he will be dropped after about a 3, maybe 4-yard gain on first down.
Ball at the 10-yard line. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Will, stay on the players on the field for me.
So 2nd and 7 here. Handoff right side. Decent sized hole and a good gain there on 2nd down. And on 2nd and 7, they pick up 5. Maybe only 4. That spot's not quite as sweet as it looked from up here in the booth initially. So 3rd and a short 3. 9:40 remaining here in quarter number 4. Crunch time here for the Tigers. Striker in the pistol, takes the snap, looking to pass, fires the screen. Well diagnosed by Erie, but a good job and stretching it for the end zone and a touchdown. It was a great after the catch run there for Ponderosa, and it was Liam Edwards again. And a touchdown, and now the Tigers in real trouble, down a couple scores.
Great offensive play from the Ponderosa Mustangs, capitalizing on that Blake Barnett mistake. Let's see how the Erie Tigers can recover from this. Thrown into adversity once again.
And now Ponderosa will go for 2. Try and make this a 14-point game instead of a 13-point game. Striker catches the high snap. He's going to keep it himself, and I don't think he's going to be able. Oh, well, nope, can't get out of trouble. Derek Hall comes up and makes the play. So 12-point game, 9:23 remaining. You're Erie, you got to strike and strike fast.
Absolutely.
Hold on.
The story of this game, a 2 roughing the punters that led to touchdowns. You had a fumbled punt that led to a touchdown, a 99-yard punt return, and a turnover. And so Ponderosa, that's how you win football games. You're opportunistic, you take the most of your chances, you take what the other team gives you, you don't make too many mistakes yourself, and Ponderosa staring victory in the face right now. Still plenty of time left, though.
set to kick off for Ponderosa.
There's the kick, and man, that's a thumper, and that is through the end zone. 9:23 left. Tigers got to be solid now.
Will, hold your shot. Hold your shot.
First and 10 for Erie. Blake Barnett in the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the pass, hands off to Kana. Big hole for Trey. Trey up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Has the edge across the 50 and finally cut down. 34 yards on the pickup for Trey Kana. And we just have not seen the offense out here much for the Tigers. There's been ball control for Ponderosa. Tigers trying to get set here. Noah Garcia in the trio down here at the bottom. A transfer from Hawaii. Snap, give. No, it's a keeper for Barnett. Steps out of a tackle. Now uses that speed, makes one man miss, bounces off another tackler, delivering some punishment. Leans it across the first down line and picks up 11.
Crunch time now for the Tigers.
Tigers have rushed for 221 yards. Barnett has 104. Kana has 112. Barnett in the shotgun. Kana flanking him to his right. Barnett catches a screen pass to Sweeney. Sweeney's going to catch it and run up the sideline. Drops his head and churns the legs forward. They'll say he stayed inbounds. A pickup of 8 there. An awkward little almost floating pass there out to Sweeney. Sweeney, that's his 3rd catch of the game. He has 1 for a touchdown. Barnett in the shotgun, claps the hands, fires over the middle, caught there by Kogel, trying to break a tackle and just walks it backward. So Kogel gets it down to about the 12. Pick up there of 13. Quick passing game, much more effective for these Tigers tonight, especially over the middle. That has been there for Erie. Now Barnett, and a timeout coming by Ponderosa. 7:14 remaining, 2-possession game. We'll step aside real quick on the Erie Tiger Network. On the field as we Barnett will come out here. 7:14. Barnett claps the hands, and there's Ponderosa jumping offside. Tell you what, Tigers had that problem the last couple of years, and so far that's been a positive. They didn't jump when on the hard count, and Ponderosa has twice on Erie's hard count. 1st and 5 here for Erie. They could still get a first down inside like the 3. Quick out route. That one is caught by Kogel. There were 2 outs on the play, and the inside out a little more covered than that outside one, but to get to the outside one, Blake kind of had to throw through the inside one. So regardless, I think that was destined to be caught there by Kogel.
We got to regroup now on offense.
2nd and 5. Barnett, another hard count. He'll run read with Kana, and Kana didn't quite get a full head of steam, and he just kind of lurked his way forward for maybe a yard. So 3rd and 5. Ponderosa's been good tonight in their opportunities like this. They've forced Erie to kick 2 field goals. They've just made the bigger plays in the bigger moments. Can Erie respond? Barnett's going to roll to his right. He's being chased from behind. Barnett's going to try and slip through a tackle there, and he does, and he's going to be awful close to the line to gain. He needed 5, and I think he just got it. So 1st and goal, but only 6 minutes remaining. Clock is running. Barnett. He'll run power. Supermans it into the end zone. Left his feet, scored the touchdown. The Tigers back to within a score.
And that will be a touchdown for Erie High.
The Tigers gonna kick the extra point here. Good surge up front. Helped give Blake that space to jump over and break the plane.
Yeah, exactly. A wonderful play there from the Erie Tigers, looking to gain some momentum back.
Tyler Hoffman out to kick the extra point, kind of the extra point specialist. He's a left-footed kicker. Snap good, hold solid, and the kick bangs no good. It's pulled. And so the Tigers still find themselves down by 6. Looked like one of my tee shots just pulled wide. So 5:44 remaining. Tigers trail it by 6. Trying to fight their way back into this game.
Right there. Now zoom out.
So what will Erie do here? Yeah, there's plenty of time to make a defensive stand. The striker's done a good job of moving the chains when needed, and they have made the most of their opportunities, as we have kind of said on repeat here tonight. Ponderosa has just been terrific out here on the road. And you look at their stats and who returned from last year, and you go, well, who did they return? But you got the big guys up front, and they have made a huge difference in tonight's game. Now Harner will kick the onside kick, and a penalty called. A fair catch was also called. Was that a poocher? And they're saying it's offside Erie. But it's a dead ball, which is interesting. That means Erie could theoretically do that again. That was smart by the up back, calling for a fair catch there. And in Ebone, the charge of these kickers and punters. Asking about that. So Harner, let's see what they do here. Will they still onside it? Nope.
as soon as he kicks it,
This one high into the air. Going to be fielded at the 8. Full head of steam. And there it is. You could see it developing. Harner has to make the play, and he does that time. Huge play by Harner to get the stop, but man, the special teams again just eviscerating the Tigers tonight.
What a run there by the Ponderosa attacker. Going through, well, kind of at least 9 of the Erie Tigers. But Caleb Harner there to stop him from going any further.
Yeah, great job by Caleb to contain and keep this a one-score game for the time being. So 1st and 10 for Ponderosa. Now they have fantastic field position. Erie defense in a must-get-a-stop situation. Stryker takes the snap, rolls it to his right. Good blocking up front. And he got hit hard by Hall around the ankles. But he wasn't touched till he was 6-7 yards down the field. And Jason Olmstead coming out. I think he's cramping up, trying to stretch out his calf. So Tigers missing one of their linebackers right now. Only 5 minutes to play here in this contest. And Ponderosa wants to use every second of the clock here, and I think they might even call a timeout, and they will. So timeout, 4:45 remaining. It'll be 2nd and 4. We'll take a timeout as well here on the Erie Tiger Network.
You are watching the ETN.
The season celebrating 35 years of serving our local community. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a do-it-yourself project.
And welcome back in, Erie Tiger Network. 4:45 remaining. Stryker under center, he fumbled! And I think they jumped back on it. But that was the first time tonight that we've seen them under center. And it was almost disaster for the Mustangs. So 3rd and 5. Tiger defense. Huge moment. Under center again is Stryker. Once again, they're going quicker this time. Handoff, and they've got it. And Rodriguez almost fumbled. Good job holding on to it. Derek Hall was trying to basically tackle the football, and Rodriguez just made sure they had both arms on it. And the clock will keep ticking. Tigers have 3 timeouts left, but it's only 4 minutes remaining in this game. And if you're the Erie defense, you have to, there's one thing you got to do, and that's stop the run right now.
Yeah, absolutely. The Erie Tigers cannot let this get to their end zone, or else it will truly mean it will truly mean it will be game over for the Erie Tigers.
First and 10, and Ponderosa is going to use their last timeout by burning the clock all the way down and using as much of the play clock as they can. We will stick right here as we take another look at that
So we do that.
last little stop there.
Go a little bit farther back. Go to like right before the quarterback snaps.
And by the way, our Worth Chiropractic, good health, good player of the game is going to be Derek Hall for his big interception. The time seemed like really was going to spark Erie kind of out front, and a big play coming at a big moment. So Derek Hall, our Worth Chiropractic player of the game. First and 10 for Ponderosa. Tigers 3 timeouts. They've got to make some plays. Handoff out of the pistol. Big running into the open field, into the end zone, and a touchdown for Ponderosa. And a 2-score game. And Erie give it up a 39 spot, only held to 27 points, and not the type of night that you imagined when you woke up this morning.
Yeah, it truly goes from bad to worse for the Erie Tigers.
And Ponderosa is going to try and go for 2 again. There's the handoff, and Erie got the stop. So an important stop there for Erie, because it's still a 12-point game.
3:21
just to the left of the 50.
Man, that extra point for Erie, you look at, it would have been an 11-point game. Erie scores 8, and suddenly they only need a field goal to tie. So it's all the little things. And our new principal, Josh Griffin, kind of using that as the mantra this year for Erie, is inspired by the Avalanche run to the Stanley Cup and all the small things, and all the small things adding up tonight against Erie. Got to take care of all those little things. And Erie now in need of some explosive plays. Kick, and not too many that have been returnable, and that one did land in the field of play, but it was in the corner, bounced in the end zone, and a touchback. So no time trickling off the clock. But you got to strike. And so if you're Ponderosa, play pretty soft coverage here. Do you still take a shot if you're Erie? Blake takes the snap. He's going to take a deep drop, throws a screen, and man, that was a heater at the legs of Kana.
Hey, Will, just hold that shot, tighten in just a little bit, Will. Straight, just tighten in a little bit, Will.
And a Tiger shake it up.
Right there, Will, right there.
And that is a lineman for Erie, Cade Koblenz. And so Cole Powell will come in, the backup center. But he will come in, and I believe he will snap the ball. 2nd and 10, though, for Erie.